Financial Survival Network, helping you survive and thrive in the new economy. Go to CarrieLutz.com and sign up for 30 free micro trainings on financial survival.
$14.90 WGCH. This is Carrie Lutz. You're listening to the Financial Survival Network. More on the leap day gold and silver raids. Obviously, gold goes down $83 in a day. Silver is down close to $2.50. This is not your normal behavior in the markets. People are panicking unnecessarily. So we brought Duane, aka the Silver Shield, to breathe a little sanity into the situation. Chris, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Just watching everybody do the dance, knowing how it's going to finish and that nothing's going to change it, but people need to go through this mental exercise, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Yesterday, one of my buddies who I talked into silver, emailed me, and I'm busy working on these videos. I really don't pay attention to the price of silver or gold at all. So I looked up and it was up, I don't know, $1.70. And he goes, you see the price of silver today? I said, yeah. And he goes, well, what do you think? I said, well, listen, I'm buying for the day that the dollar cannot buy silver. I don't care what the dollar price is now. If you're buying silver to play on margin, to worry about some dollar profit some day later where you're going to sell out, you're in the wrong game because you're going to get taken out. This is a physical only market where you buy and hold. I've spent, I don't know, a good part of my life, it feels, just educating people on the fundamentals of silver, and that we're not investing for silver in particular. We're investing for the mathematically inevitable collapse of the dollar, and it's going to be the single largest event in human history. And that the only place that you can store your money is in tangible assets, and silver to me is the best of all the tangible assets. So, silver up $1.70 one day and down $2.60 the next day, it's irrelevant because at some point this game is over. And it's funny that the biggest weapon that the bankers have on us is to actually force the price down. Well, all they're doing is making more silver available at cheaper prices for us to buy and hold. This is at some point they're not going to be able to deliver on 1 ounce of silver, and the game is up forever. So, folks, don't worry about the dollar price of silver. Just keep stacking. I've made videos talking about, the historical significance of it. That 1/10 of an ounce equals, 12 hours of hard human labor. Start valuing it in that term. The gold to silver ratio, I think we're back at 50 to 1. It comes out of the ground at 10 to 1. And there's far less silver in the world right now because it's been thrown away as an industrial metal. And it really should be down to a 1-to-1 ratio. I mean, just watch the Silver Bullet and the Silver Shield on YouTube. There's probably about 2 hours worth of videos to get your head wrapped around this.
You know what it's like? I have these friends, and fans. They keep saying, are we there yet? It's like having a bunch of kids, screaming kids in your car. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? And it's like, just shut up. The bathroom is right down the street. Just go use the bathroom and be quiet and just wait. All right? And that's all you need to do. Just be a little bit patient. Don't even think about it. Like I tell my friend Jeff, who just bought his first batch of silver, and he's still ahead even after the raid. That's the funny part. I said, look, don't look at the price. Don't talk to me about the daily price. I'll watch it for you. Okay? Just go about your business, do your thing, and stop thinking about it. What
people should be keeping in mind is that it's still available right now. This all supposedly happened because Bernanke is testifying before Congress today, and he's talking about how QE3 is off the table. Yeah, QE3 is off the table until there's an economic crisis. And right now they're throwing so much money behind the scenes. I mean, from their Bloomberg got Freedom of Information Act saying that the Federal Reserve loaned out $16 trillion between 2008 and 2011 to all sorts of people out there. So there's money flying around all over the place. And then the ironic thing is then Ron Paul comes up and actually shows a silver coin to Ben Bernanke and saying, hey, how come this isn't a competing currency? Why do you guys need legal tender laws to keep your worthless currency, I'm paraphrasing, to keep your worthless currency have value? And
what did the Bernanke said? What is that? Is that is that zinc or is that pewter?
He said,
is that silver? Really? I never saw one of those before. What is that? What do you use it for?
He says you Bernanke, you always feel like he's about to blow up or sweating too much when Ron Paul's peppering him with all this stuff. Yeah, but he was actually very cordial today and said that people are free to buy gold or silver. It's still legal. Ron fired back and said, yeah, it's legal for us to own, but why isn't it a currency? Why isn't it money? Why is there sales tax on it? Why is there capital gains tax on it? Why is there legal tender laws preventing us from doing that? And you guys continue to depreciate the currency. There's no value in their dollars. So,
man,
the battle continues.
Yeah, well, the battle won't be over until the battle is over.
Yeah.
And it's going to be over. And, the last man left standing, gold and silver and oil, resources, because we're going back to a world where wealth gets dug out of the ground. It doesn't get created by the flourish of a pen on a Federal Reserve note, not a bill, a note. It gets created by what you can pull out of the ground and what you can do with what you pulled out of the ground, whether it's food, oil, resources, gold, silver. That's what the economy is going back to. Now, that's not to say we're not going to have technology, we're not going to have software and all that, but we're not going to have this artificial wealth where you buy and trade pieces of digital paper and make your fortune, because it doesn't work. That's what got us into this mess. So you need to hold the physical. There's no other way around this. You must hold physical, right?
That's right.
So anyway, we'll watch this thing go. Maybe it'll head for another day. I mean, I think they've accomplished their mission, which was knocking gold under $1,700 an ounce. They're not going to be able to keep it there. Silver, I think their goals were less ambitious, but silver was really behaving like it was going to break out this morning. So they put a little damper on it. Right now, it's leap day at about 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Silver, 34.64, down 229. Gold, 1680, 1698. It's down $86. Sinclair predicted this. We're going to have this volatility. It's not going to matter. All right, Chris, always a pleasure.
All right, take care.
Talk to you soon, and you could buy back that Wrangler now and make some money, right?
Yeah, I mean, not for nothing. Silver's up, 30% so far this year, even with this? I mean, it's like...
You did this. This is a new arbitrage trade, by the way, because you did this right when it hit bottom. I don't know if you could have gotten it at 28. Maybe you paid 29 and change. So now you're ahead still $5 an ounce. Mm-hmm. And, you could go buy that thing back and just hold on to the silver that is your profit.
I'm selling more stuff. I don't know if your listeners know, but I've been selling furniture and DVD players and old kids' toy, everything. Because
don't tell me that you slipped the wedding ring off the wife.
No.
Okay, because that has real tangible value. She's going to get upset.
That has real tangible value too.
All right. So what did you... The kids' toys, so your kid doesn't have a tricycle now?
My kid's got so many toys, it's ridiculous. Yeah. They're the only grandchildren, so it's every birthday party and Christmas, they got a load of stuff. So,
and that is the greatest thing about eBay. And one thing why I own Apple now, I didn't realize it. I had a Mac Pro. It was getting too slow because I'm doing all this video editing and everything else. It's 2.5 years old. Sold it on eBay. I bought a mini with a solid state 256 gigabyte drive, an i7 processor, 2.7 gigahertz, and a 750 gigabyte hard drive, and I put money in my pocket on eBay. And I had to have it because it's a tool. For me, it's just a tool. You can do that with everything in your house that you don't use, sell it, and put it into something of value. Don't say, hey, I'm broke. There's nothing I can do to prepare for this, that I can't get any silver. It's not true, because
I got pizza. This isn't a lie. I got a pizza delivery guy with 3 kids who's been stacking Mercury dimes every day with tips. Okay. And I think he's got, I don't know, 200 ounces now by doing that. And it's just you think about it. I mean, $2.50 buys you a Mercury dime. And that's 1/10 of an ounce of silver. And if you just keep stacking that every day, give up a coffee, give up cable, give up something. Don't tell me that. If you're in America, you have an amazing opportunity right now.
That old iPhone that's sitting in your drawer is worth a couple $100 because they take it and they strip out the parts. Same thing with your iPod. And more things in your house you can get rid of and convert to metals. So I never want to hear anybody saying, oh, there's no way we can do it. Okay, if you're not living in a home, if you're in a shelter or whatever, then I'll buy it. But if there's something in your house, hey, start thinking about the copper wiring. Not really, I'm just kidding. But hey, if Chris could sell his Wrangler, you can find stuff to sell. So what? Chris's family is now sitting on the floor, living room. It's really okay. It's not so bad. All right, then. Hey, till next time. We'll talk to you soon. Be well. Bye.